Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so. And I hope that you're all super duper wonderful and super duper beautiful and delicious. Well, you're clearly very beautiful, aren't you, my delicious little babies? Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, okay? Now I want to send you all so much love, okay? And I hope that you're having a super duper delicious time wherever you are in the world, okay? And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lads, nice and bright. Thank you, little lads. Now then, the weather in my neck of the woods in the old UK. Well, it's been raining last night. If it's raining, okay? It's not raining today, very little wind. So, yes, okay, my delicious little babies, yes, it's a little bit milder, to tell you the truth. It is a little bit milder, okay? Now then, so there's one piece of information today, and then we're going to have a little natter, okay? My delicious little babies. Now then, if you do happen to, I always forget about this, don't I? If you do happen to enjoy my video today, if you could please click on the like. For others of you, you happen to stumble across my channel, you do enjoy my videos, okay? If you could please click on the subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to comment, it's always welcomed. And finally, if you'd like to share my videos with others, you know, if you happen to like any information that I give out today, okay, my delicious babies, please and thank you. Now then, so this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, yes? And if you could please type into the, you know, the space bar, yes? And thank you. Suppressing, so this is, you know, what to please type in, my delicious babies, and thank you. Suppressing a cure for more than 40 years, okay? Basinski, so that is spelt as B for Bertie, U for umbrella, sorry, R for Romeo, Z for Zulu, Y for Yankee, N for November, S for sugar, K for kitten, and I for indigo, okay? The cancer cure. So I should just repeat that once more, my delicious little babies. Suppressing a cure for more than 40 years. Basinski, who is a doctor, okay? The cancer cure. And then when you look down in where you subscribe, it should say, sorry, please do excuse me, my delicious little babies. Just let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Okay, it should say films, it's all, you know, it's 2 words into one. Films now, and then movies and trail, okay? So that's what it should say. Now this is something that this was a video I was trying to find that I'd seen years ago, my delicious little babies, yes? But what happened was I couldn't find it. You know, so I wasn't even sure whether it was still up anymore. Now, I have mentioned Dr. Basinski before, my delicious little babies, months ago when I mentioned him. A lovely gentleman, actually, from what I can see. Not in that way, my delicious little babies, you know. He's actually a doctor who was trying to flipping help. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, to keep others alive, not the opposite. Anyway, so, and this is really strange now. So, when I looked at my YouTube this morning, okay, you know, before I jumped in my juicy and delicious little shower, yes? Well, the thing is that this came up, but it came up under, like I say, films now, movies and trail. It came up under something else. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, so it's on the internet. So I do not feel, I'm just going to tick this off now, delicious little babies, please, and thank you. I do not feel, okay, that I'm doing anything wrong here. So if it's already on YouTube, my delicious little babies, yes, if it's already on YouTube, then I'm not doing anything wrong by saying this. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes, so I'm just going to put my book back. Okay, now then, So I want to discuss other things. Yeah, so anyway, let me just talk about this first. So, I mean, you know, please, you know, for any of you delicious and wonderful little babies out there, please and thank you, please, could you take a look at this? Because this is a video that, like I said, I was trying to find and I just couldn't find it. It's just so, well, that it's come up on my feed under something else. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, but very, very interesting documentary indeed, my delicious little babies, yes. But this poor doctor, this poor gentleman, when you listen to it, yes, you will see that everything he was trying to do to help, and there we go, and he did manage to help many. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, but what it is that, you know, it's just like been a constant battle. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because, I mean, well, we all know who, don't we? You know, taking him to court and everything. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? When all he wanted to do was just help as many as possible and keep, you know, the poor, delicious little babies and keep them alive. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But this is what I'm talking about. I mean, you see, it's like, I'm going to go back to this again, and I know that everybody, you know, not everybody, my delicious babies, yes, but you're always going to get some going to say, oh, you know, she's off again, she's flipping, do you know what I mean? But I say these things, you know, because I want to make others aware who are not aware. Not everybody's aware. But come on. I mean, let's be real about this. Let's get real. The fact is, why would it take so many years, why would it take so many years to find a cure for cancer? Now, surely to goodness, okay, we've got to look at this a different way, yes? Surely to goodness, with all of the ka-ching, pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change, my delicious little babies, yes, they would have been able to find a cure. But of course, they didn't want to have that cure. And the reason why, my delicious little babies, and again, I do not feel like I'm saying anything wrong. I'm speaking the truth. Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, just loves the truth. The fact of the matter is that there's too much ka-ching in it. And at the end of the day, for those beautiful, God bless them all, you know, who have very sadly passed away over the decades, do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? You know, at the end of the day, they could have been saved, but this was not part of the plan, you see, from you-know-who. Because what it does, and I'm not saying this to hurt, to offend, to upset anybody, because everybody knows, do they not? Yes, they do. God bless them, some poor dear little soul who has passed away, whether it be a friend, a family member, a work colleague. Do you see what I'm saying to you? We've cancer. But the fact of the matter is God bless them, they could have been cured. Do you see? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little baby. So you see, I would say to anybody, but that is just me, okay? Everybody is different, you know, but may I make a suggestion to some of you wonderful and delicious little babies out there? Not everybody, because not everybody does give to charity, but I wouldn't give. No, I wouldn't. Because that's what they do. And then they pull on others' heartstrings. That's what they do. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So if somebody's feeling very vulnerable, let's just say, yes, and they're feeling very vulnerable, and then I happen to walk past, you know, somebody with a bucket, do you see what I mean? Oh, please give to this. And then what you get in return is a little sticker, you know, stick. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But this is what happens, and then others have done marathons or climbing mountains or doing different things or doing bike rides. You know, there's a number of different, you know, to raise the ka-ching. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But what they fail to realise is, and God bless them, yes, for most, is what they fail to realise is that that's not going to what it should be. It's going in the pockets of the skyrockets of the you-know-who. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, so I'm just making a point here. I know that some conversations I have is it's uncomfortable, and I try and make it as comfortable as possible. But we need to discuss. Do you see what I'm saying? Of how many beautiful, God bless them, dear little souls who have passed away when they didn't need to, yes? But that was just another way, if we look at this a different way. So I'm not saying anything, please, to hurt, offend or upset anybody, and I'm not wishing to be insensitive, but if you look at it, this is just another way to depopulate, yes? Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious babies, yes? Just like, very sadly, you know, and again, it's all very sad, you know what I'm talking about today, yes? But just like having an abortion, that's another way, so that there's no, you know, do you understand what I mean? That you're not producing. Do you see what I mean? A little baby. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So from what I can see, it's all one big flipping con, and it's it's putrid what has taken place over these decades. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Okay, then you've had others who have been in hospitals, and you know, there could be a number of things. There could be operations that have gone wrong, you know, and very sadly, you know, they go into hospital, and very sadly, God bless the beautiful dear souls, they do not flipping come out of it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, there's others where there's been really terrible flipping things going on over the decades. Yes, there has. And I'm just telling the truth. Dear God, once again, loves the truth. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, to me, no, I wouldn't give to charity. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not being rude and I'm not being disrespectful. Charity begins at home. Do you know what I mean? You look after one another. Now, that's not being selfish, my delicious little babies. If I thought for one moment, just one moment, that ka-ching would be going for the right cause, keeping the delicious little babies out there alive who very sadly have a life-threatening health condition, yes? Well, if I honestly thought that from my heart, well, I wouldn't even be sat here in front of the camera talking to you, all my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? But I know that they're all barefaced blooming liars. And it flipping angers me. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So that's what I have to say there. But please, if some of you... Oh, you sweet. Yeah. One of my neighbours up the road, Syrian. Beautiful family. Anyway, I'm awfully sorry, my delicious little babies. I do get distracted anyway. Anyway, sorry. So let me just proceed with what I'm saying. Yes. So please, for any of you, please, my delicious little babies, if you have any time at all, please listen to this documentary. Very flipping interesting indeed. And I'm so glad that it came up on my feed. I'm really, really glad, you know. You'll never know how flipping happy I am about this. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Because others need to be aware. I mean, I'm not going to say that, you know, that there aren't, God bless them, you know, man and woman out there where they know the truth. It's just that what it is, you know, if you've lost somebody who's very sadly been extremely poorly, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, I do understand that, you know what I mean, maybe it's something that somebody just does not want to face. I get it, I understand that. Do you see what I'm saying? But we have to face facts, and the facts are, it's one big flipping racket. And this is what it is, my delicious little babies, and I'm just pointing things out, and I'm so sorry. My video is not meant to be insensitive in any way. You know, I've been to many a funeral, God bless their beautiful dear souls. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, who have had cancer. And it's not very nice. And when I was a carer, okay, my delicious little babies, yes, for on and off for over 20 years, you know, at the end of the day, I used to go in, and it's an awful disease, my delicious little babies, yes. So, you know, the fact of the matter is, and again, this is about eating, isn't it? Eating healthy things, but of course, with these, you see, what they wanted to do is make as many of us poorly as possible. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? That's what the crack is here. And one more thing, sorry, that's just coming to my old noddle. You know that, like, when somebody talks about, like, organic, you know, organic produce, yes? I mean, admittedly, it does taste slightly different. I will be honest there. But if you was to go on to DuckDuckGo, my delicious little babies, it's only a suggestion. I cannot tell anybody what to do. I'm just throwing it out to you, my delicious little babies, yes? Well, if you go on to DuckDuckGo, because some of you made me do this, you know, a good while ago now. There we go, and it was a flipping good while ago. And I don't know why, and I typed in, you know, the truth about organic food, the truth. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And then once you read and you dig deeper, yes? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? And again, that's a bit of another... Do you see what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Let's just say, for argument's sake, I don't know, you buy a bag of apples for £1.50, right? I'm just using an example now, my delicious little baby. So you buy a bag of apples for £1.50, yes? But then if it says organic on it, then it could be £2.50. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little baby? Something's just made me say that. It come to the front of me old noddle. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, it doesn't matter which way you look at it. They want to sting you left, right and centre. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? I mean, we should have the freedom of many things. Do you see? But I do not believe that we're living in freedom. No, I do not. I believe what they're trying to do is just to permanently flipping lock us down, which... leads me on to say, my delicious little babies, okay, so we've covered a few things right now then. So what have I been saying over the months, and even with my wonderful and beautiful delicious little friend Cass, we said it on the video as well, right, because we know these things. You see, they're now wanting to bring the masks back in the old UK. Well, when I heard that, my delicious little babies, nothing surprises me at all. No, it doesn't. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Like I said before, and I say it again, remember when I said as well about flipping Oxfordshire? Remember when I said that, my delicious little babies, yes? So, what this is about, and of course in Bath now as well, in Bath. It's all in our neck of the woods in the old UK. Do you see what I mean with this 15-minute shite business? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, see? So, the thing is... Right, so to bring the mask back, right, this is what they're wanting to do, the old muzzles, yes? And then on top of that, you know, to protect their NHS. What's all that about? Do you see what I'm saying, Chad? When there's poor, beautiful, dear souls out there who are passing away, not getting an ambulance when, do you see what I mean? Like I said, you've got to be flipping not breathing to get an ambulance. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little baby? And to protect it. Do you see what I'm saying, yes? I was talking about hospitals on another video, wasn't I, my delicious little babies, yes? I don't trust none of it. But this business with the masks again, yes, with the old muzzles. Well, do you see? I was only just saying, actually, on one of my videos, wasn't I? When I was on about our lovely Michael Jackson with the black umbrella and the black old muzzle. Do you see what I'm saying? And he was giving out plenty of warnings. There we go, plenty of warnings then. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So the writing was on the wall. Was it not? Yes, it was. Do you see? So they're back at this crack again. And I believe what they're doing, yes? Let's just have another sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. So what I believe they're doing is, yes, because... I'm going to tell you my thoughts, okay? I mean, I could be wrong. I do not get everything right. Nobody does. Nobody's right all the time. No, they're not. But my thoughts are, right, that what they're doing is they're thinking, right, okay, if we do this, because you see, the fact is, it doesn't matter how we dress this up in pretty yellow bows. It doesn't matter. okay? Not being rude. The fact is, my delicious little babies, yes, is that they're realising, aren't they, that more and more delicious little babies out there are waking up. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I would say, looking at this, yes, as an outsider looking in, yes, that what they're trying to do, because they know that so many are not being manipulated, there we go, being manipulated anymore. Do you see? You've got others who are cancelling their television licences, you know, day after day after day. Do you see what I'm saying to you? They just don't want to listen to the shite. Do you see what I mean? They don't want to pay to watch shite either. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, some more are going to the alternative media. Yes, which, like I said before, and I'll say it again, with some, they tell the absolute truth, and God bless the beautiful dear souls for doing that. But you've got others who they're just an extension of the box in the corner of the room, and they just talk a crock of shite, do you know what I mean? So anything like that, you just flipping skip past. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, and that's not being nasty, I'm just speaking the truth. Once again, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, just loves the truth. Do you see? So what this is all about, and I'm telling you straight now what I believe, and I apologise, that's rude to point, I didn't mean to, is that I would say that this is like, there we go, panic stations. That's what I would say. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Definitely 150%. I would say, yes, yes. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But I said, when you get the Oxford and then you get everything else, and then they're going to try and lock down. Do you see? Because you see, then you have the old muzzles, yes, and then they want to lock everyone down. I've been saying this long time. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. I mean, I walked into a shop yesterday. Did I not? Yes, I did. And I walked into a shop to go and get me milk and that, yes. And there's this woman there in front of me wearing a big black muzzle on her old boat race. God bless her. I mean, she seemed like a very pleasant, dear little lady. Do you understand what I mean? Yes? But totally flipping, there we go, if I even say it, brainwashed. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because they're not wanting, I mean, this is not being nasty. I understand that some do not have the internet, or some do not have laptops, or some do not have the phones, like, yes, but they're not wanting, before I even say it, I'm all cold here, right? They're not wanting to research anything, or they're not wanting to listen to an alternative point of view on something. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so what they do is they go around with the old muzzle on. Do you see what I'm saying? But when I heard this, my delicious little babies, never shocked me at all. Not at all. Do you see what I'm saying? Well, I'll tell you now, they ain't going to flipping make me wear no flipping muzzle. Do you understand what I mean? And when it comes to protecting the NHS, well, I just feel for those out there, those delicious little babies, yes, who are flipping falling for all of this shite, yes. Well, at the end of the day, the only thing that I can say to this is that maybe they need to take a look back. So we need to rewind. Do you see what I'm saying to you? To what, drawing little flipping rainbows, okay? And also banging saucepans. Well, anybody who did that, so let's just get flipping real here. Anybody who did that, well, I'm sorry to have to say, and I'm not being nasty, my delicious little babies, right? There's only one thing I have to say here. Flipping twits. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies, yes? Because nobody's seen me flipping bang no saucepan and flipping clap and... Do you know what I mean? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, is that not flipping treating somebody like a flipping 5-year-old? Oh, you know, you come at... Do you see what I mean? Is it programming? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Now, it's going to be very interesting to see, because I still am seeing a lot, you know, where... which it's rather... I mean, nothing should ever surprise me, yes? But you still get those who, you know, are wearing a muzzle all year round. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So you see them in cars, you see them in buses. I'm just thinking, what the hell is all that about? And they're just flipping brain dead. And I'm not being nasty, my delicious little babies. I mean, with me, I just come out with it. I just say it the way it is. It's silliness, my delicious little babies. And yes, I am having a bit of a moan. I'm not having a massive moan. I'm having a bit of a moan today. Do you understand what I mean? Yes? But to me, what everybody should not do is fall for it again. I mean, you're going to get your ones, like I said, where they got the old flipping muzzle on. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, well, you're not going to change them. There's nothing on this earth that you can do to change them. I'll come to that conclusion, my delicious little babies, yes? And they're probably going to be the same ones. I'm not being nasty when I say this. I try to help others, but and that's the gospel truth, my delicious little babies. Yes, I flipping do, yes? But if they're not wanting to help themselves, what can you do? And it's going to be those same ones. That if someone says, oh, get a chip in your head, like a chip and pin, do you see what I mean? Then they go, oh God, yes please, stick it right there. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, that's why I say you don't do anything. So whatever they do, you do the opposite. I keep saying this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little babies, so we can see. So what they're doing, it's a race against time, so they're doing the oxer, the bath. So it's like what I said on one of my videos. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not saying that I told anyone, so I'm just saying. So what they're going to do then, they're going to try and bring it. But you see, what a man and woman out there should do, God bless them all, yes, in Oxfordshire and Bath and everything like that, they should just say no. Do you see what I'm saying to you? That's all we have to do, is say no. I mean, you cannot, I mean, when it's put upon everybody, do you know what I mean? And 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Are they having a flipping laugh? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? But you see, you give them that. You give them an inch and they take a flipping mile and more and some more. Do you see what I mean? You have to say no. Do you see? So this is a control, my delicious little babies. Because nobody wanted any of this. And the only reason why they're doing this is because at the end of the day, they know, you see, for decades, they was able to get away with it. There we go. There was those, you know what I'm talking about. They were able to get away with things. Was they not? Yes, there was. Yes? So they get away with this, get away with that. Do you see what I mean? But of course, because there's more of us, do you see what I mean, than them, then what it is, they're getting worried. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, they are. So this is why they're speeding things ahead. I've been saying this for months. They're speeding ahead, right, because they want to put all these things in place. And let's just look at something else as well while I'm on the flipping subject, right? Let's just look at things like, you know, things that you say, oh, yeah, this is legal, that's legal. When really, a lot of what they've done for decades and decades, my delicious little babies, is illegal. And this is flipping illegal. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But again, this is what this is all about. I mean, you've got some out there, God bless them, right? I mean, I was talking to man, I forgot to tell you this, my delicious babes. Over the Christmas, I'll just have another sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. And he lives up the road. I've never spoken to him before, actually, but he lives there with his wife and that, yes? And he was tinkering around with his car, you know, yes? And it was rather cold out there that day, because I remember. And he happened to be saying about the electric cars. And he said, oh, no, you know, because he's got a Merc, like, yes, diesel. And he said, oh, and he says, no, this is the electric car. He said, he says, well, I think they're good. This is what he told me. My delicious babies, yes? So I stood there. And I said, well, what do you think is good about the Lego electric car? I said, please, can you just explain to me? I said, I'm not being rude or anything. Just, you know, wanted to hear his side of things. And he said, well, you know, he says, well, you know, it's easier. I said, how is it easier? I said, if you go to a petrol station, hello, right? You go to a petrol station, you fill her up, don't you? With petrol or diesel, hello. Yes? Whereas with these poxy flipping electric flipping cars, yes, and of course with the electric going up and everything like that, yes, and then they're not wanting you to use your Lego electric car. To me, where's the common sense? So anyway, I said to him, he couldn't give me what I would call a common sense answer, my delicious little babies. Now, I've got nothing against, you know what I mean? I only met that man on that day, yes, but he could not give me a common sense answer. So I said to him, I said, why don't you go onto YouTube? I said, and learn something new today. And I said to him, I said, I'm not being disrespectful or patronising, I said to him. And I said, but you will see that this is one big flipping con. I said, that is what you will see. But of course, with this 15-minute business, sorry, my delicious little babies, they're not wanting anybody to use cars. Do you see what I'm saying to you? This is the level of control. It's like having a tight rope, and I do not mean that in the wrong sense of the word, my delicious little babies. Yes, if somebody's lost, you know, because I've known myself, you know, that God bless the beautiful dear souls who took their lives that way. I didn't mean it that way, my delicious little babies. Yes, it's a figure of speech. But the fact of the matter is this, yes? It's like having a tight rope around your neck. So where's it going to go? Hello, common sense. Right, using our common sense, yes? So they do the 15-minute, do this, do that, right? And they think, oh, how many are going to fall for it, yes? So then what they do, or how many are going to moan about it, how many are going to comply? Do you see what I mean? And then they start pulling in the rope even tighter. See? Yes, that's what they're doing. Now, like I said, nobody voted for any of that. I don't vote, as you know. So at the end of the day, you know, nobody voted for none of this shite. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? We didn't ask for this. It's like, you know, issues with flying as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And at the end of the day, it's like, you see, I've said before, and I say it again, it's one rule for one and one rule for another, my delicious little babies. Do you see? You see? And then, of course, you know, you've got where there isn't enough pilots. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because you've had some who are, I mean, I've seen some flipping horrendous things, you know, with them taking the old jab, jab, jab. Do you see what I mean? Flipping, bumping, flipping everywhere. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And others crashing into things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Even some of the old planes that I see coming in, I don't know, there's some of them, I don't know, to me they do not seem to be flying in a proper, I don't know, I cannot explain. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? Seem to go in all flipping, there we go, flipping different directions. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, at the end of the day, you know, you got that, but no, I wouldn't fall for none of this shit. No, I wouldn't. And I would flip in protest and protest and protest. And if I had my flipping way, do you see what I mean? Well, I will not say on the camera. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yeah, but you don't put up with this shite. You see what I mean? And it comes back to the old flipping America, doesn't it? I've got nothing against Americans. No, I do not. I've never had anything against anybody, any nation, anybody. Do you understand what I mean? That's what country anybody's from. No, I haven't. But what right do they have to be doing things in our flipping neck of the woods in the old UK, in our country? They've got no right at all. They should mind their own flipping effing business, is what they should do. They want to live they want to live flipping miserably, yes, because that's what they're doing. They're living a very miserable existence because they're miserable. Do you know what I mean? They want to make all of us flipping miserable. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So just say no. Be interesting to see, won't it? What they do in our neck of the woods in the old UK and at Oxford and Bath. It'd be very interesting to see how many comply to this. Very interesting, but I'm telling you something straight, my delicious little babies. Right, you put up with a few weeks of that, and they're soon going to start getting flipping well paid off, Jesus, because I know I flipping would. If somebody says, oh, you can only walk here 15 minutes, you can only do this. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And one other thing, sorry, do excuse me, my delicious babies, yes? Please excuse me. Well, the thing is, right, there's something else I want to say now. It's gone straight out my flipping nod of what I wanted to say. What was it now? Flipping forgot, haven't I? Ah, that's it. I watched a video a couple of weeks ago, my delicious little babies. Now, I want to mention this. It's important now, yes? Because I was reading a comment somewhere, and this, I'm not larking with you, my delicious little babies, yes? I'm not having you on. I'm flipping telling the truth, straight, I swear down, yes? These flipping electric pumps. So for those of you wonderful and delicious little babies out there, if you know somebody that want to change the gas boiler to this pump, yes, I wouldn't do it. And the reason why I was listening, and anyway I was reading the comments, and I'll tell you something now. So far we've won. It costs, what was it, a total of 27 grand. I thought, is this a flipping real? And what I did, my delicious baby, sure, I thought, flipping, get my specs on and flipping, just so that I knew I was reading it right. Do you understand what it is? See, what it is another con. You see, there is nothing wrong with us having gas. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, to our gas boilers. This is just another thing that they want to bring in, but if enough of us say no, do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, you say no, where can they go? So they cannot go left and they cannot go right. They've got F all where to go. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? What I just feel is that because it's all about the compliance, isn't it? I want to say, oh, well, I don't want to get into trouble for this. I don't want to get into trouble for that. So what I'll do is I'll just be a good man or a good woman. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Without questioning anything. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and you got others like myself, where you do flipping question it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? It's like, just one more thing I want to say, so this is just coming to me old noddle. It's like, the census forms. Those census, my delicious babies, okay? Because they do it in the old UK. So they must do it in other countries. Well, they've got to, haven't they, at some point, yes? Well, anyway, they come round to me, going back flipping long time ago now, and they come round, and I said, I'm not filling out no census form. And the man said, well, you have to. I said, no, I do not. That's what I said, my delicious little babies out there. I did. I said, no. So I'm not filling out anything. And they said, well, you're going to get a fine, you're going to get this. I said, send it. I said, because guess what, I tear that up. Do you see what I'm saying to you, sweet, yes? Now, he actually came out to me 3 times, and he even sent me through the post. Do you know what I mean? And I still never filled it out. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So, once you say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, because we've got our old common sense, got our old noddles. For those of us, who, God bless us, there we are, not being rude or disrespectful to anybody, the ones who have got flipping common sense and use our old noddle and brains. Do you see what I mean, that we were born with? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little baby? Just say no. Do you see what I mean? And then what can I do about it? So, of course, they haven't done anything to me. No, I haven't had a fine, I haven't had nothing. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But I just told them straight, no. Do you know what I mean? And then they come round to flipping pressure you. Well, you imagine if that's a poor dear little elderly man or woman. Do you know what I mean? They'd be terrified. That's what they do, because these are bullies. They run on flipping fear, putting the fear of God in everybody. And it worked for a time. But now they're finding that, do you see what I mean? And we've got a large globally, billions of us. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and this is why they're trying to speed ahead. But at the same time, it's like I said, they're letting everybody know big time, aren't they? So the fact is, they're not hiding it. I've said this. I said it before, I say it again, they're not hiding it. All it is, they want to see how many are just going to do as they're told. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? Yes? So you just question things and then you realise. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, that it's all it is about control. That's what all of this is about. And they're bullies. That's what they are. They're bullies. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious baby? So, anybody in Oxford, anybody in Bath, just say no. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But it will be interesting to see how many comply. Big time it will. Do you see what I mean? And how many are just going to go, oh yes, you just do that, yes? Well, what about, sorry, excuse me, what about, because I used to drive round, you know, to go to a man and woman's homes, God love them, you know, do my care work. Well, of course, if you've got to go here, you've got to go there, you've got to go somewhere else. Do you see what I mean? So if you can only go, my point is, it's common sense. If you can only go 100 times, then they say, oh, you know, we're going to fine you, we're going to do this, there we go, we're going to do that. Do you see what I mean? I stick my flipping 2 fingers up to them. Do you see what I mean? I'll put up with that shite. You know, somebody would need help if it's a carer. What about ambulances? Well, already in a flipping troublesome situation anyway in our neck of the woods in the old UK. Yes, we flipping well are, right? But the fact of the matter is, what about ambulances? Do you see what I'm saying to you? So for the ones who are not awake, God bless them, because this is what we have to say, God bless them. Yes, they need to start waking up damn fast. Because they cannot get away with this. My delicious little babies, no, they cannot. Do you see what I mean? And you've still got others now, and they want their, what is it, NHS protecting, and the flipping haven't, you know, especially with the old pandemic and all these other things. Do you understand what I mean? Have they been helping man and woman out there then? No. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? You know, others are just going to wake up, smell the coffee, God bless them, and see this shite for what it flipping is. Because this is what is taking us longer, sorry. Yes? This is what's taking longer. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? This is what's taking, I mean, really, this could be flipping put an end to. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And then what about that, was it a footballer? He had, oh, you know, God bless, you know, had a heart attack, didn't he, on the pitch? Well, you see, this is what I'm saying. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see, we have to look at what's really going on. Yes, because they do not want there we go, before I even say it, they do not want the hospitals overwhelmed, yeah, because they're going to have too many because of what they have done, and very sadly with the jab, because you're going to have loads, and we have, and we still are having lots who are very flipping ill, poorly, God bless them. They believe in a putrid flipping government, the piece of shite they are. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So they know this is what they're doing. I can see straight through this. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? Yes. So anyway, and we don't believe in the climate change shite either. You don't believe in none of this. My delicious little babies, please, if you know anybody, you just tell them, please, and thank you. You just tell them straight. You see, don't not fall into this shite, into this trap. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? But they know, and this is what's going on. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Because really, this is what it is fear. There we go, I don't care what anyone says. Do you see what I mean? And this is why they're doing their best to pull in, you know, to try and, you know, pull us in. Do you see what I'm saying, yes? But like I say, I mean, there will come a time where, you know, others, I mean, you know, and we got to work for the ones who very sadly just will not wake up. Do you see what I mean? They're just very good at staying in a little box, you know, not coming out. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? So we all have to work, you know, to help them as well. And it's a flipping hard job, you know. And you've got some fantastic and wonderful YouTubers, do you understand what I mean? Giving out all this information. Yes, you have. Just all the flipping crock of shite. I ain't going to flipping fall for no shite. No, I ain't. I will not. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what it is. And anybody tell me, it's like with the old pandemic, and they said, oh, wear a muzzle on your old boat race, you know, or you couldn't go. If any shop, which they did not, by the way, my delicious little babies, but I told them straight. I said, well, you're just going to lose the ka-ching from me. Do you see what I mean? I said, I'm not walking into your shop, I said, and wearing a flipping muzzle on my boat race and standing 6 feet apart. I said, no. I said, I don't believe in that shite. I just told them straight. So, of course, what they do, they said, oh, no, we wouldn't do that to you, me. I wouldn't do that to you. Do you see what I mean? Even if you go to a larger supermarket. I said, well, let me tell you, I said, you won't be getting no custom from me. Of course, what do? They let you in. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? What it is, it's politely putting them in their place. Yes, it is. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, well, I ain't falling for this shite anyway. And at the end of the day, if I want to flipping go somewhere, I'll flipping go somewhere. Do you know what I mean? If I want to flipping walk here, there, and everywhere, then that's what I'll flipping do. Nobody's telling me flipping jack shite what to do. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies, yes? So we still need more to wake up. We have got a lot. There we go. We really do, you know. We've got a lot who are woken up, but obviously we still need, you know, some more. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to help everybody. That's just a fact of the matter, my delicious babies. It's so sad, but this is reality. But nobody's sticking nothing in my flipping noddle. Nobody's sticking nothing in my flipping hand. No, they are flipping not. Because they'd get it flipping back. They get something I won't say on the camera. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? That is how strongly I feel about it. Nobody's taking my mind. No, they're flipping ain't. They are not. Do you see what I mean? It's flipping madness. It's crazy. And it's madness. So we say no. Okay, my delicious babies, so that's the video anyway. Thank you for listening. Okay? But you all know, I flipping have a moan. Everybody knows this. Anybody who knows if I really feel passionate about something, do you understand what I mean? Then I'm going to flipping call it out and say so. Nobody's controlling me. No, they're not. Do you see what I mean? And one day, yes, we will be able to, because you've got all the different countries that are suffering at the moment anyway. Do you understand what I mean? Spain, Greece, all different places. Do you see what I mean? Everybody's got some trouble. Do you see what I mean? But there will come a point where others can travel. Do you see? So there we go. I have a positive mental attitude. Do you know what I mean? You have got some YouTubers as well, yes, where I'm not being nasty, but I mean, you know, they really do flipping, you know, to listen to their video, it would frighten man and woman out there. She said, oh, you cannot do this, oh, you cannot do that. Do you see what I mean? So they go, God bless them, but they just go a little bit flipping overboard, but we need more positivity. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, positivity. We're going to get ourselves out this flipping shite. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? Yes? But our putrid governments in our neck of the woods in the old UK and all over the world, my delicious babies, yes? They've got a lot of flipping to answer to, because at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is what they've been doing, we all know with the old jabs, what they've been doing, and they know what's flipping coming as well, because of what they've done. Because as we very well know, they're just muppets for we know who. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But it seems very much to myself as it does to others who have got common sense, yes, and can see, yes, that you see they just do not have any respect, regard for anybody's life. Whether you're a tiny little baby, or God bless, you know, or a little bairn, or God bless them as well. Do you understand what I mean? They haven't even had the chance to start their life. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? And then you got poor men and women out there, God bless them, yes? I mean, just passing away well before the touch. This should not be happening. And for the ones who are not awake, God bless them, yes? Well, surely to goodness, hello, use your old noddle. You know, can I not see that something's wrong here? Just flipping, I don't mean this in the wrong sense of the word, my delicious kebab. It's flipping mental, isn't it? And then you've got others, you know, God bless them, you know, and especially with these old lockdowns and everything like that, yes, and God love them, taking their lives and everything like that. You've got more mental health than what you've ever had. See what I mean? It's flipping nasty what's being done. There, yes, real flipping nasty. But like I say, I believe in flipping karma, you know. Flipping, yes, I flipping do. Do you know what I mean? And there's going to come a point where it's flipping checkmate. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babes? Anyway, that's the video. So thank you so very much for taking the time to listen to me. I know I've rambled on, but anyway, I just want to have my say. You know what I'm like, my delicious little babies, yes? But I just want to keep getting the message out, yes? But please try and watch, if you can, that Basinski, Dr. Basinski, lovely gentleman, not in that way, but you know what I mean, he was trying to help. God love him. Do you see what I mean? If we had more, well, we'd be flipping blessed, wouldn't we? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Anyway, so that's the video. So until my next video, thank you so very much for listening, my delicious babies, and wherever you are in the world, okay, keep feeling the love, okay? Give someone a pat on the back or a shake of the hand, you know, and just, you know, just be as positive as you can towards them. Do you understand what I mean? Because there's always going to be somebody who's feeling down. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Well, I mean, we're not flipping surprised with the situation, what's going on in the world globally at the moment. No, we are not surprised. There we go. But the thing is, we can just do that, you know what I mean, or just to reassure others, yes? And for others who maybe will need more, not meaning this disrespectful, my delicious babies, but more education on all different things. Do you see what I mean? So they can see things from a different point of view, yes? Anyway, so you just all look after yourselves now, wherever you are in the world. Much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.